Okay, so after you saw me cut out the stickers, I did go ahead and get those photos taken of those stickers, as well as I edit the photos. And then I was able to go ahead and just knock it out and get those uploaded to Etsy, which I've done. And I'll insert a picture, one of these sides. I would try to insert a picture, my head, and in a way. So, and then also, while I was still trying to get some behind the scenes content, guess what came? Okay, so this did arrive, and what we're going to do is pause on my behind the scenes for Etsy, because like I said, we are packing for a relocation. So I do want to go ahead and get this tested out, so that way, if anything is wrong, I can go ahead and get the manufacturer on the line or emailed or whatever to let them know any issues I am experiencing. So I would rather do that now than later. So we are going to go ahead and get this unboxed, put out an image, test it out, and then go from there. So I'm excited because when I went in to track it, it said that it was not supposed to arrive until November 22nd, which is 2 days before Thanksgiving. And here we are today. It's here. So we're going to go ahead and crack this bad boy open, because I think today is the 16th. I've been so busy, I lost count with the days. So go ahead and get it cracked open, but I'm excited because it arrived days sooner than what it was supposed to. So here we go. Yay, yay. Do the yay dance. And look, I was even gonna start taking out my braids while I was doing some behind the scenes content. Not so that you can see me take my braids down, but just you was gonna see my hands. But all right, other plans. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get this popped open. My husband did surprise me and ordered this for me after weeks of complaining that I needed another source to better supplement my tumblers, mugs, whatever it is I'm doing that you can drink out of, and it's able to be sublimated. I needed another source. So I got on his nerves a little bit longer than I needed to. Won't do that again. You better keep one eye open. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this box because it is calling my name. We ain't needed that long. So here's the manual. Start here. Well, I ain't doing it. We're gonna put that to the side. Okay. Let's see if I can tilt it so you can see. Okay. I'm not fancy with the overhead cameras and look down like this. We're gonna make do with what we can make do with. Okay, we don't need that. All right, let's see. There's a box, which probably holds the, yeah, that's what I thought, the other part. This is the other attachment. Okay. I'm hoping this isn't, ugh. We may need husband. Because I'm on this glass desk. I am not on my wood table. And I ain't trying to break my desk before we move. It's that back in the day muscle. Alright. Okay, so this is pretty easy peasy. Looks like the screen is already attached to it. Oh, don't break my glass. I have to beat your ass. Smooth that. Okay. Y'all, this is, you know, you gotta pull out them back in the day muscles. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where y'all are. Comment down below, but it's cold where I am. Y'all, it's shiny like new money. Okay, okay. I'm looking for something easy I can lift up on to get it off the plastic. Okay. From that. Okay. There we go. So that's what it's looking like. So this is supposed to be able to hold tumblers as small as 11 ounces up to 20 ounces. So this will be the 20 ounce attachment, which sucks because I have tumblers that are 30 ounces. And then this one will do smaller ones as well as mugs, starting at 11 ounces. I'm bummed because, yeah, I have tumblers that are 30 ounces. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put this on the cart where my convection oven is. Actually, my convection oven can go ahead and get boxed up because now that this is here, this should be like a one and done or like a two and done. Like you press it, flip it, you're done. Okay, but we'll see. But because this will go by a lot faster than my oven, and I'm in this place another week and a half, we can go ahead and box up the convection oven. Okay, so I'm gonna meet you over there once I go ahead and get this moved off this glass. Okay, all right. Okay, so I went and grabbed a tumbler that I've already pressed, so that way I can figure out the pressure settings that I need for the 20-ounce tumblers that I have. And this particular tumbler right here was not made in the convection oven. It was actually done using the Cricut mug press. Okay, so I found the pressure that should work for me, so I think that we're good to go. Okay, so now it's time to get the mug press set up using the suggested temperature settings here in this manual. This manual is actually very simple. It's 2 pages. One page they give you the suggested temperature settings, and then the second page just shows like the operation buttons that you would use to get everything set up. Okay. Now I'm going in with a microfiber cloth, and I am going to grab 91% alcohol because that's what I have on hand. I'm going to spray my cloth so I can get ready to wipe off my tumbler. Make sure I'm removing any dust, lint, particles, anything that can be on it. I'm going to go ahead and get that wiped off nice and clean. Got to go ahead and get that thing cleaned up. Okay. Okay, y'all. So I did see a piece of black lint fall on the tumbler, so I kept wiping some more. All right, so I did go ahead and get my image printed out because, again, this video is not a full tutorial on the entire process. It's more so on the tumbler press. All right, so I did grab my tape dispenser. And let's just talk about this dispenser for a while, y'all. It is bomb. When I tell you it's convenient, when you turn the dial, the wheel, it already cuts the tape in pre-portioned pieces. Oh, y'all, it's so convenient. Okay, now I'm just taking my image and wrapping it as tight as I can around my tumbler. I mean, squeezing it. Okay, making sure that I can get it as close as I can to create that perfect seamless and flawless edge. Once I think it's in place, I did go ahead and put a piece of heat resistant tape in place to secure everything while I tape the rest of my image together. And I am just pulling it. When I say I am just pulling tight, I mean my fingers was hurting. I mean I was pulling that thing. Okay. So what you want to do when you put down your tape along the seam is I try and overlap it a bit. As you can see with the first two pieces, they are slightly overlapped, just so that I'm making sure I'm not leaving anything open where it can be exposed to air, so that any air will not get in there. So I'm just squeezing tightly as I go. Once I find that perfect pinch, I go ahead and put a piece of tape. Okay, and I just keep working my way down, grabbing, pinching, applying tape. So that's pretty much it. Grab, pinch, apply tape, and then hurt your fingers. That's the steps. And I'm just showing you how I lay a piece of tape on one side of the paper, and then when I squeeze it, that's when I go ahead and press it all the way down. All right, so all the pieces have been placed on there. I'm going to put one final piece to go along the edge. Okay. All right, so it feels nice. It doesn't feel loose like I'm going to have any issues. I'm going to grab some scissors. And then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut that paper flush to the bottom of the tumbler so that I don't have any overlappage or anything like that. So we're snip, snip, snipping, y'all. All right, so we're looking good. Okay. Last thing I did for this process before I pressed it was grab a piece of just regular copy paper. Go ahead and secure that around the tumbler, or you can use butcher paper. All of my butcher paper is packed up because, again, we are moving. So I just grabbed what was right next to me, and that was some copy paper. I'm just going to secure just 3 pieces of tape just to get that copy paper on there. But as you can see, I'm still squeezing tightly just to make sure that we still have that pressure outside of the press itself. Okay, y'all, my fingers hurt, but it's all good. I grabbed my tablet so that we can see how long it takes for this machine to heat up to my desired temperature. Again, I did set this at 360 for 90 seconds. So a part of this review and seeing how this machine works is I definitely want to see how long it's going to take me to heat up. Like, is this going to be a long heat up time? You know, what you going to do for me? All right, looking good. All right, so we have almost reached our desired temperature. It looks like it has taken the mug press approximately 2 minutes and 50 seconds to reach our temperature. Y'all, that is not bad. All right, so now that the mug press is ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing inserted. And I'm going to place my tumbler on the inside with the original seam of the image side down, pressing at 360 for 90 seconds. Okay, and we're done. Now I'm just rotating my tumbler to the opposite side. Now I'm going to make sure that the seam is now facing upwards. Still pressing at 360 for 90 seconds. And we are just about done. Like that simple. 2 presses and voila. Easy peasy. Just like lemon squeezy. So I'm going to sit my tumbler to the side, let that cool off for a few minutes, and then I'll come back so we can peel the tape off. All right, so now I'm back from a little breaky. Came back and sort of tapped the tumbler a little bit to see if it's cool, and it is nice enough for me to pick up. So now I'm just using the Cricut weeding tool to get all of the tape peeled up and removed. Yeah, I am ready to get to this image. All right, so I'm just peeling away. And remember, there was copy paper that was over the image, and you can also use butcher paper. All right. I can sort of see my image through the paper, and that's sort of the rule of thumb with sublimation, like where you know your sublimated image worked is when you can see it through the paper. Okay, so I just removed the other heat-resistant glove so I can better control the tumbler as I'm taking the tape off. Now, I do use 2 brands of paper. Majority, like 98% of the time, I am using Crafting Besties. But I did pack most of that up because, as I said, we are in the middle of the move. And what was readily available was Aesop. That is the other brand that I use. Now, I did step away to wipe this off because, as you saw, most of the paper with Aesop stuck to my tumbler. And at times, that can happen. So if it happened to you, do not be alarmed. But as you can see, I just rinsed it off with warm water, a little bit of soap, and like a dishcloth or a rag. Well, not my dishcloth, but similar cloth. And as you can see, this is what we have now that everything has been wiped off. I did insert a rotating video over to the side to give you a better glimpse as well. I added my ice hopper that was made after filming this video. So I am loving how this image came out. It's just a little bit of ghosting right there. But other than that, it is perfect. These colors are how I wanted it. It just came out, oh my goodness, exceeding my expectations. All right, let's review. Okay, y'all, so we are back, and I will say that I'm done. I am finished with my trial period with seeing how this press, just to make sure that nothing went wrong, because if it did, we had to send it back. But I can report that nothing went wrong. Everything pressed just fine. I do like the easeability of the handle. It's definitely a recommendation of mine that if you do not have one of these, definitely pick this up. Sometimes I'm a little skeptical on trying brands where I don't really see many reviews or videos on that particular item that I'm looking to purchase, but sometimes it's just, you have to just try it and try it for yourself. So that's what I end up doing. So again, I will say that yes, I do like this. I like the fact that it heated up in just 2 minutes and 50 seconds, maybe a couple seconds less, just depending on when I stop the timer. But roughly around 2 minutes and 50 seconds is the time that it took to heat this up. Even when I turned it off, like, it cooled down very quick. Sometimes I do have my 2-year-old that runs around here, and like I said, by this heating down very quick is definitely a plus for me as well. Because sometimes in my area, in my workspace, depending on where I have room, sometimes this may not be up as high as it needs to. So just the fact that it cooled down quick is definitely a plus for me. Like I said, the easeability of the handle, even with me adjusting the pressure and giving it heavy pressure, it wasn't all, you know, crunchy feel. So overall, I would definitely say this is a great mug tumbler press. And again, the price for this was $1.99. Right before I did tell my husband to get this, the price did go between $179.99 and $199.99. But roughly that's where I was seeing the price kind of staying around, with the $199.99. Okay, so now that I sat here and unboxed this, tried it out, it's time for me to get back to my Etsy setup. All right, I just wanted to hop on here and just kind of tell you my overall thoughts of this, because I was not really seeing many videos on the Vevor or Vevor brand. So I guess I want to let you know my thoughts, but again, definitely purchase it for yourself, check it out. Again, like I said, when I'm eyeballing something, I like to go and see what reviews and videos I can find. And even though I really wanted it, couldn't really find that many videos, I still just so happened to pick it up because the price is great. So, and it arrived definitely sooner than what I anticipated. So that's definitely a plus for me. When you exceed my expectations on the shipping, then I'll definitely be back for, you know, the products. So again, thank you for tuning in. Sorry that I had to stop in the middle of what I was doing to open this, but that was definitely a must. So, all right, see you later, good people. Bye.